We need to have a serious conversation about those alleged topless photos of Gemma Atkinson, and how we approach this subject reveals a lot about who we are. So stop right here and remain with me until the very end. I want to provide you a calm, polite perspective that prioritizes confidentiality, permission, and privacy. Finally, I'll share a quick body image exercise that you may do tonight. First of all, words are important. The room quickly becomes noisy when the word topless is used. However, being loud does not equate to being genuine or being kind. Talking about personal photos in public might quickly cross boundaries. Asking two straightforward questions about every photo of a person is a good way to look at it. Was it shared with permission, and does our conversation respect their dignity? We take a step back if the response to either question is negative. We ought to model and teach that rule. Gemma Atkinson's public persona has been shaped by her diligence, physical condition, and friendly demeanor. She is a professional, a parent, a friend, and a partner. We can take a different route when the internet tries to make her into a rumor. We can discuss balance, strength, and exercise. We can discuss how a strong individual learns to protect their personal space in a public setting. Respect is an option. Everyone benefits from such decision. Let's now examine the reasons behind the rapid proliferation of phrases like, make sure you are alone before you look. It doesn't eat the truth, it eats nerves. It gives you a high that fades in minutes and leaves a mess, and it expects you to feel both guilty and intrigued at the same time. However, you are free to desire something better. You are free to request care, consent, and context. You are free to maintain a gentle gaze. We still don't need to make an image into shock bait if it is authentic and shared with consent. We can identify the fundamental truths while using polite words. Bodies don't have to be described in a way that diminishes humanity. We have the option to see someone first. We may highlight the effort that goes on behind the scenes, such as early mornings, wise dietary decisions, rest, and exercise that maintains strong joints and muscles. Instead than concentrating on portions of a picture that were never intended to tell a complete tale, we might concentrate on what is within someone's control. We move on after saying, this is not acceptable. We do this to safeguard both our personal tranquility and the tranquility of others. This is a methodical approach to discussing Gemma that gives everyone greater insight. She is renowned for using proper form when lifting weights, respecting recuperation, and openly discussing the confidence that comes from taking action. Ease in day-to-day living is a sign of such confidence. It is how someone stands quietly, maintains steady eye contact, and laughs gently with those they love. Or, I'm grateful that you let me breathe. Action reset is the third step. Stretch your chest and calves for a minute after performing 10 slow wall push-ups or 10 slow bodyweight squats. That's it. You informed your body that it is beneficial, your intellect that it is secure, and your heart that it is deserving. Tonight and tomorrow, repeat the 5-minute exercise. You will begin to experience a subtle sense of pride that is entirely related to your way of life and has nothing to do with a picture. Pride like that is powerful. It endures. Additionally, it alters the way you speak about Gemma and other people. You'll notice that you choose to focus on what is genuine and positive, ask better questions, and use nicer language. To create a quality video, we don't need to feed a rumor factory. We are able to create room for grace, truth, and consent. We can discuss respect and strength. We may remind one another that a person is never a news story. You will leave with a clearer strategy that you can apply to your own life and a calmer mind if you watch through to the very finish. If this strategy makes sense to you, please watch through to the very end, hit like, respectfully leave a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any more calm, honest opinions that uphold your dignity and give you a sense of strength.